Grace. We have rebranded and this is our official launch today. So what does this rebrand mean? Why is it happening? And what can you expect for the future? Well, let's chat a little bit about it. If you haven't been here before, this is your first video watching, my name is Grace Pasek. I am a birth and postpartum doula in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I am a boy mom to a toddler named Rhodes. I also am the owner of Birth Pools by Grace. That is the official name for our white birth pool company. We offer rentals in Edmonton, Calgary, Saskatchewan, and are expanding so that you can purchase a white birth pool as well in spring of 2024. So that's my little life spiel for you. I basically grew up, moved out when I was 14 years old, have been just living it up since I had my son in the pandemic with my partner Curtis. He is now 2 years old. I never planned on becoming a doula. I never planned on owning a birth pool business. I think both of those are kind of different careers per se, but nevertheless, it all worked out to a T. What I am doing is changing my name, changing a little bit of my branding because things have changed. I started this 2 years ago, and when I started it, I did it more of a budget-friendly style logo. I didn't have official brand colors, fonts, like I never really knew how to brand a business. Now that we are 2 years in, I know how to do that, and I wanted good logos. The logo that I was using before is actually the tattoo that I have on the back of my arm, and that was an image that I purchased when getting my tattoo, but ever since whoever drew it like released it to the public, and now it is popping up everywhere, and I hate it. I hate it. I feel like I've seen other doulas now using it, and there's a popular other company that uses it as well. So I was like, okay, we need to like scratch this because it's something I want to keep that's personal and close to me, not share online. That was the first reason for the logo switch, and then I chose to change my name as well. When doing that, I didn't do something called a nuance search, and I wasn't planning on incorporating my company, and I have found that there are other graceful birth doulas in the world, and I want to be my own. I don't want to have to share a Google search. I don't want to have people with the same username as me. I don't want to accidentally be tagged in a post when they're meaning to tag somebody else. Like, there's just a lot of doulas named Grace out there who use graceful birth, gracefully birth, like different variations of that. And I wanted to shorten my username to, I had to change a bunch of things in order to get Meta verified. And doing that, one of those things was creating a username that was unique, that stood out, and that was more compact. And Your Doula Grace fits that perfectly. And it was a struggle to get to a name, realistically. There was a lot of tears, actually. There was a lot of like wondering if this is the right choice, if this is the right path, you know, why am I doing this if I just got established with it? But then I was signing an email to a new mama, like doula client of mine, and this was my first email to her, and we were confirming services, and I've always signed my email being like, congratulations, let's do this, Your Doula Grace. And it just kind of like hit me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am a doula for the people. I am more than just graceful birth doula and like all of these different things, because I even had a comment that was like, how could you say that birth is grateful and then post about like traumatic birth or C-section births? And I'm like, you are just thinking a little bit too much about this. But also when it comes to like searching and keywords, I wanted something that was shorter, more compact, and that actually drew people in, because as a doula, you wear so many hats. Like, you literally wear so many hats. I'm not even joking. I am a coach, a therapist, a mom. Like, I'm a mom. I'm a big sister. Like, to my clients, I feel like they called me like this girl's girl the other day, the ultimate girl's girl. And I was like, that is how I feel. I am a protector, an educator, a baby wearing educator, childbirth educator, along with being a doula, postpartum doula, prenatal doula, fertility doula. Like, there's so many different names that you could use for this, where I was like, okay, like, I want this to change. And same with YouTube as well. Like, I want to have something that stands out. I want to have something that just puts me out there and is a little bit more familiar, and I think that changing that to just me will help me stand out. So that is the official names that you will see everywhere. My Instagram is now Your Doula Grace. You can check out our launch reels and details there. My Instagram for my birth pool company is now Birth Pools by Grace. It is the same faces, same quality, same products, just a different name. Our website domains are also going to be different. So Your Doula Grace will be my website. It's yourdoulagrace.ca, obviously. On there, now, even if you are not local to me, you can book virtual doula support services. I will always suggest trying to find a doula local to you, but maybe this is your second or third birth. Maybe you just want some birth coaching. Maybe you just want a virtual doula. That is 1000% okay, and that is something that I do for a ton of moms in Canada. I have clients in the East Coast, I have clients in the Northwest Territories, and Northern BC as well, because doula accessibility is just not something that they have there. So that is something that I offer, as well as baby wearing services. So if you are struggling with your baby carrier, maybe you are struggling with your kiddo, the style, the wear, ring slings, back wearing, whatever it is, I can help you with that. And these sessions can be in person if you are local, but otherwise, if you are not, they can be done virtually, and it is so easy and affordable. So that is something that you can find on my website too. If you are looking for in-person doula services, hello, I want to be your doula. Obviously, Your Doula Grace. So you can check out my website and apply through there, and there you go. If you are looking for birth pool services or, birth pool collaborations, anything there, the website is going to be birthpoolsbygrace.ca. You can also check out our Instagram and everything there. You can just send me a DM, send me an email. We can connect with you, get you set up with a birth pool if that's something that you want. I am really just so excited to share this with you. It's something that I've been hinting at and building up. I created an email list that you can get on for future launches. There's just so much that went into this, so many different collaborators as well. Shout out to my assistant and my social media support. Shout out to my partner and my toddler for allowing me to work 24/7, helping me be creative, feeding me, giving me joy. Shout out to my clients. I asked them for a lot of advice. I went through multiple names, like we were going to do Malachite by Grace, and Malachite is this beautiful, beautiful green stone that represents motherhood and the chakra of motherhood and doula support, and that was a word that I had never really heard before, and we were going to do Malachite birth pools too, but I feel like people would come to me thinking I'm a rock lady. Not really a rock lady. So that didn't feel much alignment. We were going to do Your Birth by Grace, but then I felt like it's like your birth, because it's your birth, but by me. And I'm like, but birth isn't by me. Like, I can't create the birth. That's your responsibility. This is your body, your birth. So it didn't feel full alignment with that either. And there was just so many things. And then I signed that email and I was like, no, like that is what I want to do. That is the official name. So, it feels so good to get that off my chest and to let you guys know. I can't believe we are here. So what can you expect from my channel for the next year? Same things like motherhood videos, doula videos, birth work videos, partner videos, and a podcast. I am launching a podcast with my partner. We are going to be sitting in our toy room and we are going to be doing it a little bit two-step. But if I could take you into my playroom right now, you would see that it is thoroughly set up, and I am going to be sitting down with my clients, my friends, my colleagues, co-workers, my role models, like all these different people, and let's talk birth stories. Let's look at the variation of birth that it comes in, and let's give you an inside view on that. This is going to be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and then it will be featured on my Instagrams sporadically as well. So let us sit down and talk about the variations that birth comes in. Let's talk about motherhood, what inspires us, what makes us feel good. Have those real conversations. Though I love making vlogs and day in the lives and all these sit down chats, I'm like, one, let me make the audio better. Two, let me bring on some amazing guests that have a lot of amazing topics to speak about. And three, let me make this something that can be multi-platform, because not everybody has time to sit down and watch a YouTube. Not everybody has that availability to actually listen to a YouTube too when you have kiddos in the background all the time. I will be doing a few series. Is that how you say it? I will be doing a few series. Different series on different topics. So we're going to do an induction series. I want to talk about the Foley bulb induction, the cervidil induction, Pitocin induction, what to expect with those. Not only is this a resource for my clients when we're going into it, you get told that you're having an induction when maybe you planned a home birth, maybe you planned a water birth. It can feel so frightening. So having video resources to be able to just fire off and be like, no girl, I got you, like let's talk through this together, that is something that I want to create. Another one will be how to become a successful doula step by step. That can be talking about branding and design with some fun people that I've worked with recently for our rebrand. It's also going to be with talking with my partner, supporting from full aspects. Becoming a doula is a very demanding career. It can pull you in all different angles for all different hours. It can be unpredictable. So your whole family has to be on board. How do you prepare for that? We want to talk about it. We'll also be sharing the story of my son's tongue and lip tie revision. This is something that I think it's really important to talk about because it impacted my postpartum mental health. It impacted my partner's postpartum mental health. And now we want to talk so more families can feel confident going into these experiences when deciding to accept frenectomies or oral revisions. All right, team, that is everything that I had for you today. I cannot wait for you to see what comes in the new year. Go check out our new Instagram pages. Give us a follow here because we appreciate it. And you can expect to see the first episode of our podcast in the next few weeks. So come back and check us out then. I am wishing you the most graceful birth, using that sign off just one more time. And I'm so grateful to be your doula, Grace.